In this episode, we will discuss about disk formatting and partitioning and why it is important.
To format a drive means to prepare the chosen partition on the drive to be used by an operating system. It is by deleting all of the data and setting of the file system, so your operating system can read data from and write data to the drive. The most popular file system to support Windows is NTFS, but FAT32 is also sometimes used. In Windows, formatting a partition is usually done from the Disk Management tool. You can also format a drive using the format command in the command line interface like command prompt. Format is also an MS-DOS command that prepares a blank diskette or hard drive to hold data. For example, if you wanted to wipe everything on your hard drive, typing FORMATC would effectively erase all data on your computer. When you format a drive in Windows, data may or may not truly erased, depending on your version of Windows and the type of format. It is very possible the data is still there, hidden from Windows and other operating systems but still accessible in certain situations. Disk Management is an extension of the Microsoft Management Console that allows full management of the disk-based hardware recognized by Windows. Disk Management is used to manage the drives installed in a computer like hard disk drives, internal and external, optical disk drives and flash drives. It can be used to partition drives, format drives, assign drive letters, shrink partition, delete partition and change file system. Also, it can be accessed via computer management utility or started by executing disk.msc in command line interface. Disk Management has two main sections. The top section of Disk Management contains a list of all the partitions, formatted or not, that Windows recognizes. The bottom section of Disk Management contains a graphical representation of the physical drives installed in the computer. Performing certain actions on the drives or partitions make them available or unavailable to Windows and configures them to be used by Windows in certain ways. The first thing to do after installing a hard drive is to partition it. You have to partition a hard drive and then format it before you can use it to store data. To partition a hard drive in Windows means to section off a part of it and make that part available to the operating system. Most of the time, the part of the hard drive is the entire usable space, but creating multiple partitions on the hard drive is also possible. It is easy to format a drive via Disk Management. You just simply right-click the drive you want to format and partition. Here we will teach you another method in formatting a drive via command line interface. This is the letter of the drive/partition that you want to format. This option will quick format the drive, meaning it will be formatted without a bad sector search. You can enable file and folder compression using this format command option. This only available when formatting a drive to NTFS. This format command option will cause the drive to dismount, if it has to, before the format. This switch, which only works when formatting NTFS, uses large size file records instead of small sizes ones. Use /L on the group-enabled drives with files greater than 100 GB or list an error file system limitation error. This option specifies the file system you want to format the drive to. Options for file system include FAT, FAT32, exFAT, NTFS or UDF. This option forces the format to a specific version of UDF. Options for revision include 2.50, 2.01, 2.00, 1.50 and 1.02. The /R switch can only be used when using /FS, UDF. Use this format switch to duplicate metadata. The /D option only works when formatting with a UDF v2.50. Use this option with a format command to specify a volume label. If you don't use this option to specify a label, you will be asked to after the format is complete. This format command option writes zeros to every sector of the drive once. If you specify a count, a different random number will be written to the entire drive that many times after the zero writing is complete. You cannot use the /D option with a /Q option. Use the help switch with format command to show detailed help about the command several options, including ones I did not mention above like /A, /F, /T, /N and /S, executing format / is the same as using the help command to execute help format. As complicated as that might sound, it's not really difficult to format a hard drive in any version of Windows. The ability to format a drive is a very basic function that all operating systems have in Windows makes it pretty easy. It might help to know that a partition usually encompasses an entire physical hard drive. That's why we often say format a drive, when in reality we're formatting a partition on the drive. It just so happens that the partition may be the whole size of the drive. When you install Windows, it allows you to format and partition your disk before it goes fully to installing process. Much simpler. That is Windows for you. You can make your simple flash drive into bootable drive. The only thing you need is download ISO files and software that will convert your flash disk. Do this so that in next episode it will be easier for you to install Windows.